All right. Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Edwardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of Cinema Draft Game and CD3D. Back with another thrilling AMA Wednesday. Here to answer all of your questions, but first give you some updates on how the CD3D and Cinema Draft project is going. And of course, we must start with the state of the markets. Slightly going up. The price of BNB, which is our main pair, is back on the move. Sadly, that still has us down the 2-cent range, but not bad considering we don't even have product out yet. That all will change this month, February. I'm staking my company on us having product out and generating revenue, damn it, because it is more than time. I'm very excited on how much progress we've made on the draft stream game. We will be opening it up to a select group of testers this week. You all know who you are. And as you can see, I'm working on a very small test pool of titles they'll be using this week. Everything from Murderville, Pam and Tommy, the miniseries, Power Book 4, which I'm looking forward to. I don't know if y'all watch Power around the world, but Power for Stars is that whole Power universe is the highest rated or the highest audience viewed show in Stars history. So they're doing their third spinoff of the Power series with Book 4, Force, starring Tommy, aka Joseph Sikora. I can't wait. And The Tinder Swindler, which I think I actually might finish watching while I'm doing work later on tonight. So a lot of interesting titles coming out this week, but like I said, this will be only for an in-house test, but that's how far along we are. We're in the testing phase, and that means hopefully we'll be out to the general public to be able to test. So hang in there, everybody. We are getting closer and closer and closer. Same thing with CD3D decks. We're mere weeks away from that being live and ready for your swapping, staking, liquidity mining purposes, as well as your own token launchpad. That's right. You'll be able to autonomously launch your own tokens on CD3D decks. I can't wait to roll that all out for you. Now, the biggest development this week is most likely the advent of more staking. So because CD3D Dex isn't quite ready yet, of which we would have our staking farm there, we added more staking for you. For all you who have been patient hodlers, and we've done it bigger than we've ever had before, 600,000 CD3D, giving out 20,000 CD3D a day. So let me show you how that works. Now, some of you all already are staking in the previous pool. And so I'm going to take our old trusty Melrob. I won't say she's like a test case, but she's basically our example case. I'm going to take her account. I'm going to show you how to leave the previous staking pool and stake your tokens in the new staking pool. Now, to give you some background, Melrob, good friend of mine whose account that I manage, she bought, I think she bought about 200 CD3D, and I think she'd earned 200 CD3D from somewhere else. So she had basically a total of 400 CD3D. Staked them in the first pool, which was 30 days, I believe. 30 days, 300,000. 30 days, something like that. I think we were only giving out maybe 7,000 a day, 10,000 a day, whatever. Anyways, she ran 400 up into 33, 35. We restaked those in the last staking pool, and this one ran for 45 days. We were giving out 10,000 a day on that one. And now you can see she's almost 1.5 times her investment almost. That's incredible just in staking alone. So we are going to claim these tokens. So she's gone from 400 to now 5,100, actually 8,000. So we're going to claim these. We're going to claim these 5,100, which is all profit. And I'm recording this so you guys can refer to this if you need to. All right, and so rewards are done. All right, so that should be. Are they in her wallet? Assets. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they're in her wallet. So notice we went from 51.42 down to 51.42 down to 46.28. So we lost. So basically we lost the 10%, which is to be expected because that's how the protocol works. I don't really control it. That's the 10% fee that you take out that is dispersed into dividends, burning, and buyback and burn. So that helps the whole ecosystem. All right. So now we have the 46.28, and now we're going to remove our original stake, and we're going to click max. We want to unstake everything. Oh no, hold on a second. That's wrong. Hold on. Actually, no, we want unstake. There we go. Sorry, that was wrong. You want to unstake, and then you hit max. So now you're going to get the 33.35 that we put up. So 100%. Unstake that. And that will probably also cost another 10%. So we'll probably come out with about 3,000 out of that. So on top of the 4,600, you should have about 7,600. All right, let's double check Melrob's wallet. There you go, 7,900. All right, so it sounds about right. Okay, perfect. Actually, no, so when you unstake, you actually don't lose the 10%. It's just all on the profits, just all on the staking rewards. So that 33.35 looks like it came in intact, but it's when you claim your rewards when you lose the 10%. All right. So now Melrob went from 400 to almost 8,000 CD3D purely through staking over the last 2 months. And so now we have our new and hopefully final staking pool on Dodo, because the next staking pool should be on CD3D DEX. And so now we're going to click this one right here and go to the new staking pool. And you know what? When in Vegas, we're going to let it ride. We're going to put all 7,900 of her tokens into this new staking pool, because this staking pool, like I said, is unprecedented for us. 20,000. Oh, hold on a second. Give it a second. 20,000. Come on. Where's it at? Let's refresh the page. If it doesn't pop up immediately, just refresh the page, see what happens. 20,000 a day being handed out, which is wild. And last time I checked, we had over 5,000 APR. So, come on, any day now. What? All right, that is truly strange. Search. Huh. So, let me see what's going on here. Frequently asked questions. This should be the right one. This should be the right pool. You know what? Let's try clearing our cookies and just doing a hard refresh. So Control-Shift-R. Doesn't look like it's going to pop up. So let's do Control-Shift-R, clear it out. Maybe it got confused. And let's make sure we're connected. We are connected to Melrob's, right? Yes, we're connected. Any day now, Dodo. And this is the actual contract here, which you can see on BSC scan. So just to show you that there is, yep, see, there's people who are staking and claiming. So it exists. Not making it up. There we go. All right. Ooh, look at that. Almost 2,000 APR. All right. So it took its sweet time, but here we are. So we're gonna let it ride. Almost 8,000 to be staked. So I click the max button. We're gonna click approve. Give it permission. A little 18 cents. All right, it's been confirmed. So now we get to stake our CD3D on Dodo. Sorry, Melrob CD3D on Dodo. I'm so excited for her. I mean, she started off with 400, and even at our lowly 2 cents. I mean, she turned. Well, actually, I think she probably bought hers at around 6 cents. So even still, she's turned $24 into. Even at 2 cents, 160. But like I said, it's not going to stay here for long. After we debut the decks and the game, and CD3D becomes a scarce commodity, I think we'll be at $1 or $2 by midsummer. So how exciting would that be, going from 400 CD3D or $24 worth to 8,000 CD3D and $1 or $2 worth? That, my friends, what you call a come up. All right, so there we go. So it's staked. God, that's beautiful. And she's already gotten some reward. And how much of it now? And you saw the APR dipped a little bit because we have more money in the pool, and her share is just under 2%. Oh, wow. How many? Wow. $382,000 or $38,000 worth of CD3D is currently being staked. You love to see it. Damn it. You love to see it. All right. So that is how you unstake from the previous pool and restake. All right. So what else do we have for you this week? I think coming up on the horizon, it's always a fun time. Let's go take a look at the holders let's see. Let's go take a look at the holders in CD3D and kind of break down a little bit what that looks like. Or at least the top 10 holders. Because one thing we're very big on here is transparency. So right here, this 40 million is the burn address. This is the 40% of the tokens that we burned at deployment, because you have to burn a certain amount if you want to have burn with each transaction. So this is the burn right here. This 30 million right here, these are our other vested tokens as according to our roadmap, and actually in our tokenomics CD3D app. Oh, actually, we got to change this. This is old. Note to self. So yeah, so as according to our tokenomics, we have 33% of marketing, which is 10 million. So 3.3 million locked away for 2 years. Our team tokens have been locked away. So the first tranche of after 90 days was released, and pretty much they're just kind of sitting in an account. I paid out a couple employees, but most of it is just going to be sitting there. We're not looking to sell anytime soon, especially when $1 and $2 per token is on the horizon. We still have 18 million of our ICO tokens, which are hanging out, that we're looking to sell once we have the CD3D decks up and running, and once we expand to other platforms and other exchanges. Liquidity comes comes out 500,000 every 30 days. I think the next delivery is going to be on the 6th. And for that, we'll just sit on it because we're already giving out 600,000 tokens this month for liquidity. So we'll just sit on that and reserve the next 500,000 for the debut of CD3D decks towards the latter part of this month. The Community Jackpot Fund has been actually, and you can actually follow all these in Proof of Lock and Burn, which is also found in the Frequently Asked Questions, which can also be found on our blog, cinemadraft.medium.com. But yes, Proof of Lock and Burn covers a lot of this stuff right here. So this shows you that we did get our first 500,000 of our 2 million team tokens sent to the Team Tokens wallet. This will be locked for another year and a half. Liquidity tokens right on schedule. So yeah, so another 500,000 will be available after the 6th. And so until we get our mass locking script up and running, I will relock 17.5 million tokens for another 30 days. These right here got relocked for another 90 days because we don't have the community yet. We don't have our game up and running yet enough to have a community. But by the 6th of April, I think we should have enough participants that we can at least start to distribute 500,000 tokens every 90 days. Cover the ICO tokens. And then what is this? Proof of lock. What is this? Oh, and then this was for, I believe, we did 4 days of locking our ICO tokens, of which they came available again. And so just to give you an idea of what all that looks like. So that's what's all be under the Legion Network. This is team.finance. They have some pretty easy to use lockers right there. These are the ICO tokens, which won't really move until we're able to sell them. This is the marketing wallet. This looks like, this is ApeSwap. Yeah, this is ApeSwap exchange. As you can see, that's a contract. This right here looks like the leftover tokens from Pink Sale. And if you haven't yet, go to pinksale.finance to get your tokens. I already had Melrob pick up hers, but if you haven't yet, make sure you go to CD3D, the one that actually completed. Sale ended. Here we go. And as you can see, she's claimed all of her tokens. Now remember, we had them vested at 25% each step. So 25% were available after the sale was done. And 25% were released every 30 days, every 20 days. That's what it was. So you should now be able to claim all of your tokens that you bought during the pre-sale. So go ahead and check that out. And if you haven't yet, actually, I will put the link in chat. Go claim your CD3D Pink Sale tokens. And so you all know what to do. Go claim them there and then go stake. And then stake them. There you go. All right. And like I said, I mean, 1,900% APR. I mean, yes, it's only be up for 30 days, but my God. And actually, what is that per day? 1908 divided by 365. That's like 5% a day, y'all. You can't even get 5% a year off just interest in a bank. So get it while it's hot, and especially while CD3D is undervalued. If actually, I would buy more just to stake it at these rates. This is crazy. All right. So what else do we have? Well, honestly, I think that pretty much covers the latest developments. The week ahead, like I said, we'll have more liquidity coming out, but we'll just kind of sit on it. covered proof of lock and staking. I mentioned the internal test of DraftStream. CD3D Dex keeps chugging along. You probably won't hear much about that for another couple weeks until we're able to get an audit done as well. So things are looking up. And once again, get it while it's cheap. TokePi probably has the most volume, but you can also get some at ApeSwap and PancakeSwap. And if you're interested in all that, you can check out the PooCoin with easy links to that as well. Yeah, 2 cents. I mean, supremely undervalued. People probably dumping from the last release of Pink Sale tokens. So get them while they're cheap, man. Get them and stake them, because once this game comes out and all this supply C3D gets eaten up by demand, and only 500,000 liquidity is released every 30 days, the price is going to go up. So enjoy the calm before the storm, my friends. So with that, I turn it over to you all. Are there any questions from the listeners? Now's your time to shine. Or listen to my great background music. It's your choice. But I definitely want to give you guys an opportunity to ask any questions. Hopefully I've covered it all. If not, I am here to answer your questions. We'll give you all a couple minutes to formulate a question. If not, then we will end this early. I do want to thank all of the holders, the supporters, people who are taking advantage of these staking rewards. I know it's been hard. I know we're in crypto winter right now. I know. Well, actually, it's probably easier to hold now during crypto winter than during a bull market, because when everything's going up and your token's going down or trading sideways, you can get a little bit jealous. But now everyone's kind of coming back to the pack. I guess we call it Schadenfreude, taking delight at the misfortune of others. But I mean, we're gonna be all right. And as soon as Aisha's ready with her, price betting game, we'll do well to promote that as well. She's probably kind of busy right now. That's why she hasn't launched it, but we're looking forward to participating in that. Not sponsoring it, but I personally will throw down my bet of where I think CD3D will be, say, maybe, depending on what date she chooses. If it's like May 1st, I might go $1. If it's June 1st or July 1st, I might go $2. Oh, and actually, I'm sorry. I don't think we finished doing the top 10 either. So this was Pink Sale. This right here is a contract. And this one, which one is this one? Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one is, that's not Pink Sale. This is Pink Sale. This is, don't tell me. Shoot. It's one of our wallets. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I'll get back to you on that one. But this is one of our wallets that we're really not using much of either. This one right here is, I think this might be an independent owner, of which I do not know. Ooh, mysterious. And then this one right here is, Pink Sale. Yeah. 6033. That one's Pink Sale. All right, my bad. So still 441,000 tokens that people have yet to claim. So make sure you claim your tokens, y'all. And then this right here, 382,000, as you can tell, is the Dodo mining, the Dodo holding. And actually, this one might be. Is this one leftover Dodo? It's a contract. It's either Dodo staking or it might be a previous Dodo sale. I can't remember. But anyways, those are your top 10, all present and accounted for. And our personal savings wallet is this one right here. Every chance I get, I try to go back into the open market and buy back tokens just for savings. We're not going to use these anytime soon. I'm just going to sit there and look at it so that, I don't know, 3 to 4 to 5 years from now, when it's $100 a pop, and our staking and our savings wallets up to, I don't know, 100, 200,000, CD3D. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to look at $100 a pop or something. 20 million worth of tokens. Then we might break off like, I don't know, half a million here or there. That's what we're all about. You got to dream big. You're not in this for small swings. This short-term pain, even the ridicule of some of your friends. Oh, you bought that CD3D. It's not doing anything. Well, let me tell you, this game is looking incredible. It's looking fabulous. I've shown you guys the designs. If you guys need to take a look at the designs once again, go to cinemadraft.co, and you can check out the lookbook right here. And it's shaping up to be almost exactly like the lookbook, maybe even better. I mean, a lot of little nuances we're adding to the game that, originally had been thought of, but it's going to look real sharp, y'all. It's going to be worth the wait. And what can I say? It's a bear market. What are y'all buying? It's giving you real profits anyway. Just hold on to your CD3D. Not only will you get dividends, not only can you enjoy staking instead of dividends. If you're staking your tokens, maybe you do half and half, see which one gets you the better performance, dividends or staking. But when we flip the script, when it's time to start playing the games and using CD3D for discounts on CD3D decks, there's going to be a run of the bank, and all that CD3D that's sitting there in ApeSwap and PancakeSwap is going to get bought up, and now you're going to have the problem of not having enough CD3D to buy instead of having and those who are looking to sell CD3D will have a very lucrative buyer's market. And actually, let me take a point of personal privilege just for a second here. So I also run a blog. I say that loosely because I'm hardly ever updating it. But I run Blacks in Bitcoin, right? And one of the articles I wrote last year, I think it was in May. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Rug pulls, price manipulators, and liquidity traps. Oh my! All right, so I got a lot of shit from, especially the Anti-Ruggers United Telegram group. They basically did not like the way I had divvied up the liquidity, right? Because it's a little different. Like what most projects do is they'll have a sale. They'll have like a pink sale. Actually, we look at any one of these, right? You can just go to any random. Let's go to any one of these random launch pads, right? Let's go to a token sale. Let's go to this one, right? So a lot of these guys do like a ton in liquidity, right? So this one, yes, 30%. Okay, actually that's different. 30% liquidity, 40% pre-sale. Oh, that's interesting. How they getting away with that? Anyway, it's usually what you'll have with liquidity. What they suggested that I do for liquidity was have 70% liquidity and just make my money off of exchanges and trades and liquidity, et cetera, and just have like a ton of liquidity out there. And I countered with our program, which is basically we took our liquidity, which is roughly, was it 20%? Yeah, 20 million in liquidity, and we decided to stick it in long-term lockers and just dole out 500,000 at a time because we really want to keep the buy pressure up once we have active products in the market. And they thought I was crazy, and they thought liquidity is where it's at, especially with the deflationary token. And I think it's because they're going off of the relative success of tokens like Safemoon and what have you. Well, funny thing happened to Safemoon over this past year. Now, Safemoon really did popularize the whole auto liquidity movement. And actually, I'm not even looking at the right profile. I probably need to look at my Blacks in Bitcoin profile. There we go. Because so basically, the issues I had with Safemoon were that they had way too many tokens, right? They had, 4 quadrillion token. I mean, it's too much. So my issue was the token supply was too much. They had auto liquidity with each transaction. So every time there's a transaction, they were adding more liquidity to an already inflated token pool. So they basically fell into what I call, well, not what I call, but what's been called a liquidity trap. And I didn't invent the term. I found it actually in a Reddit post, which has kind of come and gone here and there. Like, yeah, look, I don't even think it's even around anymore. But I thought it was a brilliant discussion on Reddit, and so I formulated an article around it, basically explaining why Safemoon, if you enter it after a certain point, you're just kind of screwed. We can actually look at the Safemoon chart. You can see exactly what I mean, right? So basically, if you have too many tokens in circulation and you're adding liquidity to every transaction, so basically with every transaction, I think they're buying. So if they had like 10% of their transaction fee, half of it was going to liquidity. So 2.5% would use the BNB that someone used to buy the token, and they would use it to provide liquidity on PancakeSwap. So in theory, you're like, okay, great. This is a hella liquid token. There's always going to be a place for me to trade my tokens when I want to buy or sell. But the flip side of that is that when it's not as popular as it was coming out the gate, you're not going to have enough buy pressure to absorb all the liquidity that's out there, because every day someone's trading Safemoon, trade, creating more and more liquidity. So if you don't have enough buyers, you're just going to get stuck with a ton of tokens that no one wants to buy. And so that means that your buy pressure, your upward pressure to make the price go up, is going to be lost because there's too much supply. It is careful. I mean, look, I have an MBA. It's not like a super fancy MBA, but I have an MBA, and I actually got an A in economics, macroeconomics. So I'm not saying I'm like an expert on this stuff, but I kind of have an idea of how supply and demand works. When there's more supply, there's less demand. When there's less supply, there's more demand. When you have so in this case, we have too much supply, too much. So if you're in Safemoon, right, and is this Safemoon V2? I think this is show all time. This must be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is the V1 version, because they actually came out with the V2, and I'll get to that in a second. So basically, if you came in after the top right here, right, it's never going to see this. It's never going to see this heights again for a couple of reasons. One, because Liquidity Trap. I mean, after the hype and everyone kind of bought in and drove the price up, now the liquidity takes over, and now it's never going to reach this previous high or set a new high because there's way too much liquidity and way too much token supply. You have, it was a 1 quadrillion max supply. That's just bullshit. Sorry, it's bullshit. And so yes, at one point it had 1.2. Well, actually, it had more than 1.2 billion. It had. Was it 4 billion in market cap at one point? It was up there. But it'll never get anywhere close to this market cap again because of the liquidity trap of its own making. So what they decided to do, they decided that they eventually came around to what I saw. They tried to push their crappy wallet out. After about 6 months, they finally had a product. We're going to have a product out in less than 4 months. And with a lot less liquidity. So after they stagnated, they finally pushed up their wallet, didn't work, had to re-push it out again. Nothing helped out the price. Just kept going down, down, down. So now what they decided to do is they're going to do a version 2. Give me all your old Safemoon tokens and we'll exchange them 1,000 to 1. So they even figured out that they had way too many tokens out in the token supply. So they reduced their overall circulation with a V2 token that reduced their token supply, I guess, down to 1 trillion. Whoop-de-doo. Still too many tokens, if you ask me. And they turned off swap and liquify. And so that's what I was kind of crowing about in retweeting from Not Safemoon. Because Not Safemoon was a Twitter account that kind of came out. It's like, look, you guys are doing this wrong because the Safemoon army is a bunch of zealots. They hated on them, spammed them, called them names, whatever. They even held a pretty comical debate with Safemoon's chief architect, who didn't even know how his own token worked. It was pretty hilarious. But now they eventually turned off swap and liquify. It's been now turned to false. And now, as the tweet says from Not Safemoon, well, folks, they've finally done it. Safemoon V2 just turned off swap and liquify. So with the LP's exclusion from reflections a few months ago, reduced fee and the 2% burn, Safemoon V2 is now identical to Not Safemoon because they came out with their own token, which eliminated a lot of the flaws in Safemoon. Literally what I was arguing for and what I'm hated for. So moral of the story, if you're looking to do a token project, And if you do, please launch it on CD3D Dex in a month or so. Dude, I mean, maybe you want to do swap and liquify, but if you do, please have a rational, sane amount of tokens. We only have 100 million, which is a little bit less than 5 times Bitcoin's amount, and God knows how many times less than Safemoon's. So do a normal, manageable token supply. If you're going to do swap and liquify, maybe you want to do it, I don't know, maybe have it only 1% of your overall transaction fee. 2% fine, but don't get crazy with it because you don't want to get swamped with too many tokens and too much supply, not enough demand. And also make sure that there is demand for your token, have a product or push a product out soon so that there's actual utility and usefulness to your token. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with a bunch of tokens that no one's using or that no one's trading for, and then you're kind of screwed. All right, so swap and liquify is dead. And it's exactly what I was arguing against about 6 months ago in my rug pulls, price manipulators, liquidity traps. Oh my, about 8 months ago. It's been a while. All right. I just wanted to take that little moment to dance on the grave of Safemoon. Safemoon version 1, RIP. We hardly knew ye. Let's see. Safemoon version 2. How's that one doing? That one is the all-time chart. Yeah. Yeah, actually, let me see. How's my Safemoon doing? I actually bought a very small bag, about $40 of the Safemoon, just to study it. Not financial advice, of course. BJ, BSC. Let me see how my little bag of Safemoon's doing. All right, I think I can bring this up for you guys. Here we go. So I guess in transferring mine out, I still had 2 tokens left over from Safemoon version 1.0. Safe Mars, Jesus. Oh, what a piece of crap. All right, so here's my wow. Okay, so at one point, my Safemoon, so I've got 19,617 Safemoon version 2.0. I originally bought my Safemoon 1.0 for about $40. It ran up as high as I think $166 around there. And then it went back down to about maybe, I think I was at about maybe $60 when I traded them in. And now it's down to about half of that. Oh, so when I say that we're built for longevity, we are built for longevity. That's why I do the liquidity the way we do it. That's why we're being extra, cautious with the marketing funds and things like that. They've shot their I don't know how they recover from this, honestly. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they'll come out with some killer product, but right now all they've got is hype and a rapidly disintegrating community. We're going to actually have a real product that's going to be out there competing along the sides of the DraftKings and the FanDuels of the world, built for longevity, and a decentralized exchange and launchpad, as people will forever need a place to swap, trade, and stake their tokens, and also a place to launch their own tokens. And look at Pink Sale. I mean, if we even do 10% of Pink Sale's business, we'll be in great shape. They actually helped other projects raise $50 million in 5 months with zero publicity. And they take out 2%. We're only going to take out 1%. So they basically made $1 million in 5 months. We're only going to take out 1%. So if we even make half of that, we'll be more than fine. We'll pay for itself. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I've been working on Cinema Draft in some form or another for the last 7 years. I'm in this for the long haul. There's a long-term hold. We're going to look back at these days and laugh in our piles and piles of money. So remember these days of 2 cents, 1.7 cents, all sort of stuff, because I'll be shocked if we're not at least 100x this by this time next year. All right. So last call for questions. Otherwise, I will wrap it up. I'm here for you guys. Any questions? Speak up now, or I will go ahead and end the video chat. But every week we get that much closer. I am promising not you, but myself, that will be generating revenue by the end of this month because we have no choice. If you knew the IRL money I took out to get this far, it would shock and stagger you. That's how much I believe in this project, in this token, in Cinema Draft, and also in CD3 decks. I am proud and privileged and honored to be on this journey with you all. Thank you all on our team who are listening. Paolo, Alan Droid, and Polonier, newly added to the team. Not sure how to say that. But Polonier, appreciate your support. And I will have this video up for you guys shortly before I go to bed. It may be 10 a.m. UTC, but it is it's pushing 3 a.m. over here on the West Coast United States. So thank you guys for waking up or staying up for me. And I will see you all next week at AMA Wednesday. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, boss.
There we go. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Paolo. I'll see you next week.
All right, see you.